isn't quite what I thought I'd be. When I was a kid on VOIP, I thought when I get older I'd marry her. I told her. Now I'm 26 and I work in an office. 9 till 5's not the best, I'll be honest. If I could change a single thing, I'd make it me and not him. He's in your bed, I'm in your Twitch chat. I've got the key and he's just a doormat. And even though he's got social skills, that doesn't mean I can't pay the bills. Anyway, make the most of him, 'cause she moves on pretty bloody quick. Oh, oh. Your new boyfriend's an asshole. Jared, of course I bet Jared. The one who took you away from me. You hit it off instantly. I know, 'cause you won't stop telling me. I've seen his jawline, shoulders and muscles push against his fashion sense. I've thought about what he looks like nude. I'm not gay though. 'Cause she's living the dream. Oh, she's living the dream. From back when we were 17. She's living the dream. Oh, she's living the dream. From back when we were 17. How on earth could I be safe when I'm one click away from insane? I just think that I deserve a little bit of what I earned. I'm not gonna make another scene. The one I made when I was 23 means I'm not allowed in Disney World. But he's in your bed and I'm in your Twitch chat. I've got the key and he's just a doormat. 'Cause even though he's got social skills, that doesn't mean I can't pay the bills. Anyway, make the most of him, 'cause she moves on pretty bloody quick. Oh, oh. Your new boyfriend's an asshole.
Oh, thank God. I was really worried. I updated my OBS and then completely forgot. Yeah, you have a +10 modifier. Exactly. So it was like a 17. Hi, Ewin! Gonna take a quick hydrate. Alright. Turn that ish down. Okay, how are you doing? Hello, hello. Hi, Aya. Welcome in. I hope you're all having a lovely Tuesday. Oh my goodness. No, you are, Erin. No, you. I'm gonna take a bite of this bagel. I'm so sorry. I did not. This is the last of my breakfast. I'm so excited to keep playing this game. I'll be so honest. Yes. Look at my shirt. It says verbal, somatic, and material. I like it a lot. I like the funky, like kind of, like word art font. All the D&D shirts. Yeah, components, baby. Shadow Money Wizard Gang. We love casting spells. I fucking love that audio so much. I don't want to talk on my mouth full, but then I'm just like sitting here quietly chewing, and I'm so sorry about that. I hope you're all having a good week so far. I hope that the rest of your week prospects look exciting and fun as well. I've been alternating listening to a ton of Taylor Swift and a medical history podcast. So I don't know what that says about me as a person, but hopefully it's that I'm interesting. All I've done and all I want to do is play Tears of the Kingdom, and you're so valid. You're so valid for that, bestie. It has been so nice, like the weather has been so nice that like all I want to do is go outside and just like ruminate in the sun, because I love just like lying out like a little lizard and absorbing vitamin D. It's my favorite activity. Currently playing Sky because I cannot skip on my dailies. Yeah. Literally, also, like, I have to candle run aggressively because they were like, what if we brought back 3 spirits the day after a traveling spirit that's worth over 200 candles? And I'm like, with no heads up either. Thank you so much, Sky. I love that. And also, they're only here for 6 days, which is half the amount of time that the Days of Assembly spirits were here for. Anyway, only Cherry's gonna get what I'm talking about, but like... Guys, it sucks when you play a game and you're like, this is so nice, I love this, this is lovely, and then the game makes a bunch of changes that makes that lovely little game into like a grind. Like, I wanted to play this game and be relaxed and have a good time, but in order to like get the only things that this game really offers, which are like cosmetics and stuff like that, and like upgraded, I'm gonna say emotes, because like they're things that you can like act out with each other. That's like the only thing the game offers in terms of like reward for playing it, and they turned it into a real grindstone, which sucks. I hate that. I don't want to grind that game. It's supposed to be relaxing like Journey, but now it's just like, how much money can we squeeze out of our audience? Mm-hmm. I also tried to play a couple games of Deceive Inc. solo, and they went pretty good. I'm proud of how I did, especially in the first one. Yeah. Exactly. Half the time I don't want everything, but like, when they're spirits that they only bring back like once in a blue moon, so if you don't take advantage of the opportunity to get stuff from them, then like screw you forever, I guess. That sucks. I was like, what is with this sick guitar sting? It's an acoustic version of one of Cat's songs. Oh my god! 1 whole year? 2 whole years! Hi, Flu! Thank you so much! I love you very much! Thank you for the resub! Does that mean... No, 24 months is a year. You have the 2-year badge now! You've got the full lemons! Yay! Look at your little bee and your full lemons. Gotcha. Yippee! The little Minecraft bee will never not be cute. I love them. I almost changed the bits badges to different types of flower bulbasaurs at one point, but then I was like, no, but I like the bees. And we still have... Exactly, Aya, exactly. You got the right idea. We've still got Beloved back here, even though I haven't played Minecraft on stream in a million years. But maybe I will sometime soon, because now I'm back on an SMP. Although I like built my house on that SMP and immediately was like, cool, and then never logged on again. Okay, now that I've actually finished my breakfast, thank you for being patient with me. Let's play some Beacon Pines. I'm so excited to keep playing this game. It's so much fun. And I like games where I get to do silly little voices for the characters. Let's see what Plu gets. Ooh. It's okay, Plu. In 60 seconds, you can roll with advantage. Also, you have a +10 modifier like Awen. Thank you! I like doing silly voices. Wittery. I wittery love doing silly voices. I'm so glad that that kid said that someone was wittery hitting the gwitty in Fortnite. Because it's my favorite. That's, like, I watched a bunch of, like, people graduating with their doctorates saying that they were widowy gonna become a doctor, and that brings me so much joy. It's actually stupid. Oh, Aya, it's okay. You can also roll with advantage. In 60 seconds, you can roll again, and then take the higher of the two. Alright. Let's go to Beacon Pines. What second? No! It's okay, please. That's an 18 total. Well, I can see a little normal smiley face. Yeah, sometimes. You have to be careful, because sometimes... I like typing this, like, emoji that's like... this. Oh, it does do it backwards. I was gonna say, I do that in Twitch chat a lot, because, like, I'm like, surely the little, like, teardrop separating the smile from the colon will prevent it from turning into a horrible emoji. But no, apparently doing a colon with just the little, like, tear, like doing those 3 things together gets you this oh, wait, it didn't do it. Why am I an insane person? I swear to you. I swear to you, it usually does the thing where it turns it into, like, the robot with its eyes closed, and I'm like, why would you do this? I hate this so much. I got a 7 and then a 3, Plu got an 8 and then a 4. Oh my god, guys. Be better. Have you considered this?
Tore through the room. A bitter, unfathomable chill.
Guys, this is not a great showing. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. At least it wasn't a 1. At least it wasn't a 1. Wait, maybe I can- I rolled a 16 on my first roll. Maybe I can bring it back. Maybe I can bring it back. 15! I don't know what to say, guys. Shut up, 11. I hate you. Rigged! It's not like I can manually input something into the random number generator. That would be crazy. Anyway, we're out here chilling with Rolo. Hoarding the food dice. Yes, me sitting on my pile of dice. Oh, all the good dice. There you go, Flu. I just had to set the tone. I'm gonna take advantage. I mean, I'm gonna take credit for your victory because I set the bar, the standard, and then I told you to do better, and then you did. Wow. I mean, like, you're welcome or whatever. Why is there a bitter, unfathomable chill? I can't remember. I know that we know that society's
Before they
evil.
could react, it encased them in ice.
Oh, that's right. We died.
2 boys, reunited by friendship, only to be cruelly separated by a malevolence beyond reason.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Get up to Hermit Valley in Sky, and I got on the lift, and it glitched me into one of the things going down. I hate that.
And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a silent treehouse turned statuary, in a town brought low by its secrets, sits a pair of friends, alone, together, for the rest of time.
So as a recap of what happened last time, a lot of things happened. We played through a couple of different timelines. One where we hung out with Beck, one where we hung out with Rolo, one where we got, like, basically, like, killed by the local corporate businessman. One where, or, like, I think I, like, fell into a toxic, I don't even remember how that one ended, but it was bad. And then this one is literally, that jump scared the shit out of me. No! I am in pain over these results. Oh my god, that's a good one. Cherry! No! They've been timed out. 50 messages were deleted by moderator. Everything Cherry has said in the chat since the stream started is gone. But this ending, you guys are having a completely, like, different experience in chat right now. I'm so sorry, Cherry. 07's in the chat. Pay your respects to our fallen comrade. This ending of the story was literally like nuclear, wasteland. Like, a nuclear explosion that froze us in ice and killed everyone in town. Yes. Time me out, limited. It should have been me! Why, Flu? D120. Why, Flu? Why? Yeah, if you get a 1, you cast silence on yourself for a minute and then you come back. You guys are playing with fire here. 18's a great roll, Aya!
The end. No, that can't be the ending. I won't accept it, and I hope you won't either. There are more endings, more possibilities.
Hello,
I
Seth!
can feel it.
Welcome in! I hope you're doing well.
We are just going to have to sort through them all until we find the one that fits.
We're playing a game called Beacon Pines, which is a like choose your own path story-based game. So we just experienced an ending that basically killed everyone in town due to, like, a nuclear explosion that coated the entire town in ice. Which makes no sense out of context, but there's, like, a factory in the woods that is definitely working with some kind of, like, nuclear material because it was an old fertilizer factory, and then there was a mysterious accident. Oh, you love it? Oh my goodness, well, that's awesome! Time me out, you coward! Oh my god, Plu's never gonna get timed out at this rate. Feel free to roll a d20. Plu is currently sending people to the Shadow Realm by convincing them to roll the dice. So I gotta go back and change. There's a couple things that I can change, I think. Yeah, I can turn this one into flight instead of fight. And then I can change this one into break instead of rumble. I think we'll do this one first, just because I really want to play with Beck. Very nice. Watch Plu get a 20. Yeah, Plu's gonna get a 20 before they get a 1. 14's a great roll. Solid roll. We're gonna break instead of rumble. I'm truly so hurt. I've been pressuring me into rolling. Oh no. Ah. This is so sad.
Luca began to respond, but the sky answered for him as the clouds above began to break, revealing patches of star-filled
Oh my
summer
god.
night. Moonlight filtered down, shimmering in the treetops.
Sure, you can meet Rolo. Maz, welcome in! Okay, the curse is broken. You're not going home? No, I promised Rolo I'd tell him about...
Luca stopped himself mid-sentence.
Promise you tell him what? Spit it out, bub. We're thick as thieves now. I love them. I will hydrate, thank you, Maz. Cheers. If there's a juicy secret, you've got to tell me. Okay. You can come to the treehouse and I'll tell you both what happened. Heck yeah. I adore Beck.
Luca saw Beck skulking by the gate.
So, you're telling me there's nothing mysterious or creepy about this place? It's mostly boring and empty. I refuse to believe that. I actually have to run already, been on my PC too long. No problem, Seth. Thank you for stopping by. It was nice to see you. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Big spiked gate. Blooming mansion. Rich, reclusive odors. It even smells shady.
Beck grabbed the wrought iron bars and shook the gate.
Mark my words, you decadent nightmare house. You will reveal your secrets to me! What did you do? First of all, I told you so. Second, hide! Hello? I knew she was involved. Have I missed you play this game every time you played it before? Damn, it's cute. It is cute. My last 3 streams have been this game. That's Eris Valentine. Who's she talking to? Shh. I expect you to return that suit in working order. Of course. As long as everything proceeds as planned. There's nothing to worry about. The only thing I'm worried about is what's rightfully mine. If that means making some unsavory alliances, so be it. I couldn't agree more. There comes a time to suspend hostilities. I'll deal with our common threat. Now this is what I was talking about.
Beck's voice was an excited whisper.
Yeah. Proper shady stuff. Someone in a suit like that tried to grab me yesterday. Seriously? Shh. You do understand that when all this inevitably fails, I will deny everything. I wouldn't expect any less of you. You just worry about your part in this and let me handle the rest. I feel like that's the shop owner. The one who speaks like this. I can't wait to see the look on that Rube Kerr's face. Yes, the truth will come to light. I'm gonna give him his voice because I think it's him. I'm still surprised you're so comfortable with the potential collateral damage. If there's one thing I've learned, it's that change is painful. Yeah. Well, I was expecting something shady, but that's just flat out supervillain talk. If you don't mind me asking, why? Why are you doing all of this?
The mysterious figure retracted their mask, hair pushing out from all corners.
It's my grandma! I thought it was the shady shopkeeper. It's my fucking grandma! It's my fucking grandma, bro! What? Family. How did her hair fit in that?
A chill ran down Luca's spine. His vision blurred. Beck stifled a sharp wince, and Luca looked down to see himself wrenching her hand.
An answer I certainly can respect.
Gran tousled
Grandma!
her hair back under the face mask.
Just remember, keep everything nice and normal until the festival. I don't need lessons in rousing suspicion.
Gran gave Eris a curt nod and disappeared into the night.
I can't believe it was my fucking grandma, dog! What the hell? I am
Chapter 5.
shaking, sobbing, throwing up.
What big ears you have.
What a good chapter title for finding out
Luca
our grandma.
sat shivering in the bushes, staring at his feet. After checking to make sure the coast was clear, Beck gave him a gentle tug on his sweater.
What's wrong? You look like you've seen a ghost. Why were you so scared of that old lady in the hazmat suit? That was my gran. That was your gran? Yeah. Cherry Beck is a little cat on the left. They have two moms. Okay, well, I'm sure there's a perfectly reasonable explanation for all of this. Let's just get to the treehouse and figure things out there. Lead the way. Let's go! This sucked. Wait, hold on. Before we continue entirely, is there anything I can interact with here now? No, okay. I just wanted to make sure there wasn't an interact icon before we completely bailed out of that area. This is not the way to the treehouse. Is it? No. Oh, wow. I just, like, literally can't go that way. For the last time, there's nothing to worry about. Of course, we're not worried.
The clipboard finished writing with a scratchy flourish and looked up.
Just dotting our I's and crossing our T's. Well, maybe try minding your P's and Q's.
Mr. Nuncreed, arms crossed over his paunch, gave an exhausted sigh.
In a different timeline, he shoved us in, like, a horrible elevator and we got killed, so I don't like him. Also, he's a creep. If there's anything you need knowing, you'll know it. Absolutely! If you just sign here acknowledging everything is accurate, we'll be out of your hair in a flash. Oh, for the love of...
He snatched the pad and scribbled his name so hard the pen nearly snapped.
There. And would you like my eternal soul as well?
The clipboards looked at each other for a moment, almost pondering the possibility, then broke into laughter as they walked away.
Ha! Ha ha ha! I don't want to interact with you. Oh, I'm going to though. Hi, Mr. Nuncreed. Luca, let me give you some advice. The next time someone you don't know asks to hear your thoughts, give him a good hard bop right in the kisser. Oh, Gran tells me to just keep away from the clipboards. That's good, that's good. Your Gran is a smart lady, Luca. Speaking of which, you'd better run along home now. Too dark out to be wandering on your own. But like, if she's in the suit and he pushed me down the telephone booth and I got taken by a person in the suit, does that mean they're conspiring together? I'm so confused and upset. The answers you seek will be revealed to you in due time. The question is, the figure intoned, are you prepared to live with the truth? Another day, another dollar. See you tomorrow, Z. Have you noticed how all the perennial harvest folks order the same drink? Decaf cappuccino with extra foam? Why? I don't know. Just thought it's a little odd. Pretty weird for sure. Well, the customer's always right. See you bright and early tomorrow. I can't wait. Plu's desperate attempt to get timed out continues. Is this diner open? Ooh, Bianca's out. No, it's closed, even though it looks like it's super open. Is there anyone down here? The history museum's up and running. I find it so funny that like the rich people in this town are like, all this hubbub about this festival, you didn't say anything about the museum opening, and it's like, girl, your museum is literally a tent. I don't know what to tell you. I think you should time Flu out for spam.
William Kerr and Gus Valentine proudly surveyed the half-covered festival banner.
Literally had to censor the word spam. Yeah, you did, because I blacklisted the word spam. It's all coming together quite nicely. Couldn't have done it without you.
The mayor gave a half-hearted shrug.
I'm not so sure about that. Nonsense! That reminds me, I wasn't able to thank your sister for her contributions. Yes, she has been indisposed of late. She doesn't like me, does she? Oh no, that's not it at all. She's just been busy. Of course. Regardless, I would be forever grateful if you could pass my thanks on to her. The History Museum adds a real air of import to the whole affair. And we couldn't very well celebrate the story of Beacon Pines without including the Valentines. My father was a great man. You're darn tootin' he was.
Kerr locked his arm on Gus's shoulder.
But I mean the entire Valentine family. Present company included. Can I ask you something, Mr. Kerr? Call me William. Ask away. William, why are you doing all of this? Gosh, I never felt one needed a compelling reason to throw a party. Not just the festival. All of this. There's gotta be 100 down on their luck towns out there. Why is Perennial Harvest so invested in helping Beacon Pines? You know what I love most about the agriculture business? Seeds. Seeds? Yep, little bundles of potential.
With a glimmer in his eye, Kerr gestured grandly toward the horizon.
You treat a seed right, nurture it, feed it, and it can grow into something truly special. You see potential here? Undoubtedly. The seed of greatness is already under our feet. All it needs is a little nudge. And the right leadership, of course. Oh. Good night, Mayor Valentine. Okay. Is anything... Alright. Here we go. Oh, this is nice. Yeah, the treehouse is just a little further on from here. So what's your buddy Rollo like? Rollo? He's... Rollo. Not particularly helpful. Sorry, I've just never thought about it. Lots of energy. He's funny, even when he's not trying to be. Things have been tough for his family since the foul harvest. It's about damn time you tell me what the foul harvest thingy is. It's kinda a long story. Hit me with the highlights. Okay. There used to be a fertilizer company here called Valentine's. They were kind of a big deal. Oh, big deal fertilizer. It was a big deal to us. Their stuff really worked. Farmers loved it. So Valentine's grew and grew. Beacon Pines pretty much grew around it. Most everyone in town either worked for Sharper Valentine or used his fertilizer. Things were good. I'm sensing a big but. Around 6 years ago, Sharper Valentine suddenly died. And something changed. Changed how? Could have been a bad batch. Maybe it was in the water, or air, or soil? Nobody knows. But all the crops died. And everyone blamed the Valentines. The foul harvest. Yeah. Valentine's fertilizer went out of business. Half the town lost their jobs. Sheesh. The next year, the crops came back, but something was different. You plant a crop, do everything right, and it's sort of a crapshoot what happens. And no one knows why? Nope. Beck is my beloved. Beck? This is a Beck fan club. I take it Rollo's farm got the short end of the stick? Yep, for some reason their farm was hit harder than others. That sucks. Things have gotten better since Pt.3 Harvest came to town. The Beacon Pines Reborn Initiative? Yep, first thing they did was give the town a deep scrub. They even put us up in hotels, one town for over a week, while they decontaminated the groundwater. Oh. We'd better get going. I don't think I've got any new bait. Nope. I haven't. Whoops. How do I...
Luca placed a sometime.
Yeah, okay. I haven't gotten any new bait. Can't believe they put May into Beacon Pines, just reskinned her, literally. Hi Rollo, please don't be mad at me. It's about time. I was about to give up and go home. Who's the new kid? Name's Beck. You must be Rollo. I see my reputation precedes me. Welcome to Mission Control.
Rollo waggled his head with pride.
You'll find we spared no expense in construction. Good roll, Maz. I've seen worse looking piles of junk. Thanks! Hey Luca, you wanna know, you know the security concerns we talked about? Yeah? While I was waiting, I made some improvements. Let me lock this baby down for a little test infiltration. Can't be too safe these days. Oh, in this version of the timeline, we didn't, oh, the ladder's retractable now. And we have a window? He goes all out, doesn't he? Always. Lavish! Is there something I'm supposed to... I see. I missed. Luca! Oh, work with me, buddy! There we go. Oh my lord. Okay. You're joking. Got it. Police just getting better rules. Where did you guys get all this junk in the first place? There's a guy in town named Jeff who trades us junk for snacks. Jug food for jug. Nice. I'm taking this can. Oh, I dropped it. So, pretty sweet security, right? It was imaginative, I'll give you that. Luca, are you sure we can trust the new recruit? I'll vouch for her. Thanks, I guess? Okay, Luca, you promised to fill me in about the Valentine warehouse.
Luca sucked in a long breath.
That means in this timeline we didn't have the emotional moment in the storm with Beck. Which makes me a little sad, but that's fine. So, like I said, there was someone there. What were they doing? I don't know, but the place was lit up and active. Maybe they were squatters? I don't think so. It seemed more organized. I know! I love that moment so much. It was honestly probably my favorite moment in this game so far. When the man pulled me in, I saw some sort of equipment running. A man pulled you in? Yeah, but I got away. You keep saying it was a man. They were wearing a mask, right? Oh. They were wearing a mask, right? Yeah. That it could have been a woman. How did you get away? I grabbed a rock or something and broke their mask. They let go and I ran. Dang. That's intense. No wonder you freaked out when you saw your grandma. Yeah, that's the other part. On our way here, Beck and I saw Eris Valentine meeting with Gran. Wearing the same sort of hazmat suit.
Rollo let out a low whistle.
I can't... they weren't there for idle chit-chat. It was a proper clandestine meetup. So let me get this straight. There's an operation in full swing at the Valentine warehouse. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. I can whistle, but I can't right now. Yeah, I can't right now. You were almost abducted by a strange man or woman in a protective suit. And then you saw your Gran in the same suit talking to Eris Valentine. Sometimes I can whistle and then other times I can't. Pretty much. I can also do that thing where you like whistle like this, but I can't. That takes way too much workshopping. I'm beginning to think this town is kinda awesome.
Rollo and Luca shot back a look.
No offense. And so we could logically conclude aliens or alien zombies have infiltrated this town. Their leader is your Gran and she tried to murder you. First of all, and for the last time, there are no aliens. Second, it couldn't have been my Gran at the warehouse. I broke that person's mask to get away. The mask Gran was wearing wasn't damaged. But she's definitely hiding something. Maybe. Your Gran is weird, but she might be the most boring person in the universe. All she does is sit around all day making jam. What could she possibly have to hide? We know she's conspiring with two of the other town's members. She's conspiring with the waitress at the diner and the owner of the produce stand. I don't know, we haven't talked much since she moved in. Moved in? Your grad isn't from here? No, she came a few months back to take care of me after his mom went missing. Did you know your grad before? Not really, no. It'd been years since I'd seen her. Luca, don't take this the wrong way. But are we sure your grad is on the up and up?
Luca gazed out the window.
I'm just saying. It sounds like strange stuff has been happening since she showed up. We could say that the same thing about your family. But you're right. Luca, your grad is hiding something. And Pa always says, folks only bury stuff worth digging up. We need to investigate your house. If my gran really is hiding something, don't you think I would have noticed by now? That's kind of the whole point of hiding something. I guess you're right. Gran's been leaving the house for hours at a time this week. I'll call you two tomorrow when the coast is clear. But we can start getting to the bottom of this. I'm always game for a good snoop. You can count me in.
Chapter 6. Secret Lair. Summer forged ahead, but the nights only seemed to grow colder. Luca walked home slowly under the pale starlight, cautious to avoid any more surprises lurking in the shadows. Reaching home, he slipped quietly into bed, half dreading what they might discover the next day.
Now, I know how grandmothers are, and the fact that my grandma isn't asleep in bed before me, a middle schooler, that doesn't check out. That doesn't check out to me. Grandmothers go to sleep at like 7 p.m. in the afternoon. In the evening. This is sus. I got my little pine sweater back on. What time is it? Look at my pajamas. Oh, I changed back immediately. The knocking is so disconcerting. Oh, it's my friends. Rollo, what on earth is that? Huh? That ridiculous thing on your head. Are we sure she's even his grandma? I mean, she is a deer, I guess? I would assume. Can you imagine if it was just a complete strange lady that moved into my house? That would be actually terrifying. Oh, this? It helps me think. That's why her hair's so big. It's full of secrets. You're gonna need a lot more of those. Joke all you want. We'll see who's laughing when I crack this case wide open. The coast is clear? Yep, whatever she's been up to this week, it's been keeping her busy most of the day. Very well. The game is afoot.
Luca and Beck rolled their eyes as Rollo strutted across the room.
If I were a Gran, where would I hide my deepest, darkest secrets? Perhaps where you might least expect it.
Rollo flung open the cabinet with confidence. He
Aha!
coughed as a veil of dust hit his face.
I think it's safe to assume anything that dusty isn't what we're looking for. Or maybe that's what she wants you to think. Then again, any good detective knows not to trust their first hunch. First hunches are for suckers. Eureka! She lit a fire in order to burn the evidence. She keeps that fire going every day, Rollo. Which is suspicious, because why would you keep a fire going in summer? Huh? Drat, it might already be too late. Just think of the mounds of documents lost to ash. Okay. I'm gonna stop you right there. Can we just think for a moment? Luca, is there anywhere Grant doesn't want you to go? Yeah, the closet upstairs. So maybe it stands to reason that we should check there first? No dice, it's locked. Well, well, well. Look who stands to reason now. And I have no idea where the key is. If it's really is important, then she probably keeps it with her. Anywhere else? She has her berry bushes. Who has ever thought, I'm going to take this important thing and huck it in a bush? True. Anything else? Maybe something out of the ordinary? Well, she is always worried I'll break her fancy dishware in the kitchen. But it doesn't matter anyway, I can't reach the latch.
A look of realization crept onto Luca's face. All three kids snapped to glance at each other, then sprinted in turn toward the kitchen.
We can make a little stack of people. Alright, Rollo. This is your time to shine. Oh, just kidding, Rollo's just slightly taller than us. Yes. You've called upon my expert detective skills. And now I shall proceed with—
Before he could finish, Luca scrambled up Rollo's back.
Oh, just kidding, no, we're making a stack. Hey, this isn't my idea of detective work! Every squad needs a good lockpick. And every good lockpick needs a sturdy head to sit on. This is beneath my standing! Stop complaining and hold still. Got it!
The three crowded around the hutch to peer in. With the glass doors opened, a perfect porcelain display gleamed in front of them. Their eyes searched for anything amiss, but the only distinct feature was its impeccability.
Well, that was anticlimactic. Yeah. I don't really know what we were expecting. Like, oh hey, let me just yank on this random teacup and—
As Beck pulled on one of the teacups, it slanted forward with a hollow click. The entire hutch began to rustle and slide under its own power.
Seems like your Grant has been doing some remodeling. Eat the rich! So true, Grant. Hi, I hope you're having a good Tuesday. Beck does have magic powers. Dude, only two types of people have secret lairs. Evil masterminds and superheroes. So, which one do we think she is? We're about to find out. Grant, let's freaking go! Critical hit! Isn't that your second critical hit in a row in terms of your stream attendance? Let's freaking go! Second, let's go! You are just the best of the best, my guy. Worm. Oh. Okay, so more of an unhinged conspiracist vibe? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Yeah, this cannot be good. We need to look around before jumping to conclusions. What do we have here? Barrels marked caution explosive. And jam jars? Thank you. That's enough jam to feed the whole town. What kind of incendiary jam is your Gran making? Ooh, incendiary. She wouldn't have had me walk around town delivering bombs. Right? Only one way to find out.
Rollo casually spun open a lid and dipped his finger in the jam.
Rollo? Whatever you're doing, maybe don't do that, buddy? Huckleberries?
He smacked his lips.
A hint of brown sugar? And ink? What?
Rollo plunged his hand in the jar, fishing out a soggy slip of paper.
Aha!
Rollo offered the slimy note to Luca and licked his fingers clean.
It's addressed to Mrs. Fratelli. A grand jamgram? It says, last night I used the disguise Eris provided to scout the location. Oh! So she was disguising herself as one of the people in the suits to spy on the people in the suits. Oh my god, it just gets deeper and deeper. The timing window should be possible. Operation Sparkplug is a go. Okay, so I think I'm piecing it together because Operation Sparkplug is what she talked to the produce stand owner and the diner lady, which is I think is who Miss Fratelli is. She talked to both of them about Operation Sparkplug, and then at the end of the last ending, I'm pretty sure something exploded and caused everything to be buried in like ice. So I have like a feeling that they're conspiring to blow up this factory, but it's literally a fertilizer factory. And for those of you who don't know, like fertilizer is like highly flammable. Like it is an extremely combustible material. So like that is not intelligent if that's what they're doing. Oh man, are they doing a heist? Whatever it is, it can't be good. So more of a Bob shell than a Bob, am I right? You're new here, so I'll let that slide. But I'm the bad joke guy around here. I should have put him up. Worth it.
Luca jostled each cabinet drawer in turn.
Gatekeeping bad jokes, SMH.
He fingered through the filing cabinet, pausing at a bulging folder labeled Walter. For a long moment, he just stared at it.
Is Walter the little kid? What do you got there? It's my dad. Oh, it's his dad. It looks like some of his old medical files. Your dad was a doctor?
Luca nodded and caressed the label with his thumb.
Well, are you gonna read it? Here, let me help.
Rollo swiped the folder from the drawer and began leafing through the pages. He whistled to himself, barely looking at the text.
How about you actually read some of it? One sec. Dead's documents such as this are a lot like a cheeseburger. It's best to skip straight to the middle. That's where all the meaty bits live. Wow, I had no idea we were in the presence of a preeminent scholar in Dead's documents. And cheeseburgers. By all means, proceed.
He stopped at a page and mimed, holding up a monocle.
Here we are. Follow-up examination of Terrence Wilby. Patient shows further signs of paleness and malaise. Body temperature continues to drop. He now describes soreness of muscles and joints. This is similar to the symptoms exhibited by Mrs. Wilby just a few days past. Still waiting on lab results from Joseph.
Rollo looked up with heightened surprise.
See? Creepy. How does one skip to the middle of a cheeseburger? You toss the bun. I actually kind of agree with that. If there's a bun on my burger that's like way too much bread, I love a good brioche bun. I think brioche buns are the ideal bun. That or maybe like a kosher. But if there's too much bread in a bun, it's like, man, get that shit out of here. You're just filling me up instead of letting me actually eat the substantial part of this meal. Yeah, that's kind of disturbing. Who's Joseph? That's Mr. Nuncreed's name. Wait.
Rollo's finger traced across the page.
There's more scribbled in the margins.
Could it be contagious? Mr. Wilby claims the tap water at his house has been contaminated. Perhaps environmental? Lab results only raise more questions. It's like he came back to this report later and made those notes. So it might be related to something else.
Rollo scanned through several more pages.
Here, the writing looks shaky. I just couldn't help her. This disease, or whatever it is, progresses so fast. And with his wife passing, Terrence's condition follows close behind, exacerbated by the loss. Enough is enough. I need to take matters into my own hands.
Luca, staring blankly at the cabinet this whole time, spoke softly.
What does it say next?
Rollo rustled the folder, trying to loose more pages.
That's where it ends. What? There has to be more.
Luca frantically shoved the remaining cabinet folders, trying to find another labeled Walter.
Luca, I think that's the only one. It's alphabetical, see? Grant, you were just thinking they'd take like a cylinder and cut out the middle of a burger and ignore all the edges. What did he mean by enough is enough? Yeah, I got you. How did he take matters into his own hands? This is bullshit!
Luca slammed the drawer shut.
Every once in a while, the kids in this game, swear, and I'm like, oh my god, you're potty mouth. You're a child.
A spider web of string connected photos of people from the town, interspersed with hastily scrawled notes.
Yeah. Well, she sure has kept herself busy. Is your gran a serial killer? Because I'm starting to get a vibe. Don't be ridiculous. Sure, she's just tracking the movements of everyone in town. Out of the kindness of her heart. She put little symbols by some of them. You can't just cuss, child. I swore a lot in middle school. I don't think I swore a lot in middle school. Like, it took me a while to get to the point where I was comfortable saying the word, like, crap. Yeah, Mr. Nuncreed has a check mark. The clipboards are all inside a big circle. My bobs are both on here. Both with question marks. Gus Valentine has a question mark. Eris has a question mark that's been crossed out. Mr. Kerr has a bullseye. The killer has chosen her next victim! We don't know what any of this means. Whatever it means, it's probably not good. Truly. Blue's struggling. I got to middle school and was like, I'm grown now. I can cuss. So I did. A lot. Plow. Plow. Plow.
They crowded around a worn-down old map of Beacon Pines.
Cool! This looks like a treasure map! Not every old map is a treasure map, Rollo. Plu, the sweater that, Nico's wearing looks like a color-swapped version of the sweater that you put in the VC Relevant chat last night. At least in my mind's eye. I could be completely misremembering it, but it's kind of close! Yeah, but every treasure map is an old map. Suffering from success. Can't fault that logic. Look, there's even a pathway drawn on it. It starts at the entrance to town. And if we follow it...
Rollo carefully traced the path with his finger.
It leads right to...
He jabbed down at the end point.
Town Square? That's the fountain in the middle of town. What a weird place to hide treasure. Rollo, that doesn't look like treasure to me. The end of the path on that map has the same symbol as those explosives over there. So it's not hiding treasure. A real bummer. Rollo, what's the thing you've been excited about for the past month? The festival! Oh, gulp? Did you just say gulp? This feels like a gulp kind of situation. Everyone will be gathered near the center of town. She's gonna blow up the festival! Not if we stop her. What was that?
Luca looked up from the map.
What? No, I heard it too. That was the front door. Which means someone just shut the door. Which means someone's upstairs! Shh! Quiet! Hit the lights!
Beck flicked off the light, and they became statues in the dark. Overhead, creaking floorboards bent under slow, deliberate steps.
Oh my god!
The kids looked up, the tilt of their necks following each footfall.
Suffering for real, for real.
Then suddenly, it stopped. Without realizing, they'd been holding their breath. All three exhaled shakily and glanced at each other. A muffled male voice broke the silence.
Hello?
A final few footsteps
I know who
reached
that
the
is.
entrance above them, and the voice now echoed down the stairs.
Anyone out there?
The three kids shuffled to the corners without a peep. As he began to descend the stairs, the man's voice punctuated every new step. Thump,
Yoo-hoo!
thump,
I'm not here to hurt anyone.
thump,
I'm just here to help.
thump,
Just...
thump. At the bottom step, the man paused, squinting to search the room for signs of life.
Oh. Guess it's nothing.
Rollo shifted suddenly. Luca gave him an intense, chastising look and whispered through clenched teeth.
Rollo, don't!
It was too late. Rollo was already inching toward the stairway. He screeched as he charged toward the shadowy figure.
Flaming chicken coop!
With all his weight, Rollo tackled the man to the ground.
Rollo? Mysterious creepy bed? Anyone there?
From the dark corner, they saw something move.
Well, I didn't know if I had it in me. But there was only one way to find out. Holy crap, Rollo, that was awesome! Wait, did you just kill that person?
Luca scrambled to the hunched figure on the ground. Pressing his fingers to the man's neck, he sighed with relief.
You sure clobbered him good, Rollo. He's knocked out cold.
As Beck flicked back on the light, Luca and Rollo both gasped in stereo.
I knew it was him. Mr. Tolliver!
Chapter 7. The Interrogation of Hiram Tolliver.
I like that his name is Hiram.
Still unconscious, Mr. Tolliver slumped heavily in a shoddy old chair. His hands were bound with rope, his feet tied with some loose string. The kids huddled in a circle, discussing their plan.
These kids have watched or read one too many comic books.
One thing was certain, they couldn't just let Mr. Tolliver go. They needed to know what he was doing in Luca's house. After some deliberation, it was decided.
They'd read the classic good cop, blank cop. Chill cop or hard cop? Oh my god. Good cop and chill, or chill cop or good cop and hard cop? I feel like hard cop is gonna help us the most. I feel like chill cop won't get us any information. I'm gonna go with hard.
They'd run the classic good cop, hard cop interrogation.
We just start beating the shit out of this man.
Rollo brandished a steely gaze. I've got this. Read about it 100 times. Rollo swaggered past the chair which propped up the slumping Hiram Tolliver. Without even looking at his captive, he began with a long, blustery drawl.
Well, Mr. Tolliver.
Mr. Tolliver remained motionless. Rollo spun around to face him. He'd clearly expected to rouse Mr. Tolliver with his booming voice.
Mr. Tolliver?
Beck and Luca gave each other an unsure glance. Rollo slammed his fist on the table.
I said, Mr. Tolliver!
He grabbed the table lamp and beamed it onto the unconscious face. Mr. Tolliver groaned and slowly lifted his head. He recoiled with a muddled, weary squint.
What in the world?
The chair wobbled as he attempted to straighten up.
Who's there?
Mr. Tolliver could only make out rough shapes through the glaring light. With a gruff tone, Rollo hoped to both conceal his voice and intimidate.
I'll be asking the questions here, punk! Now, hold on, let's just calm down. Oh, I am calm. Calm as a carrot in dirt. As for you, looks like you're sweating.
The doubtful expression on Beck and Luca's faces transformed into awe.
We could do this my way, or... Well, let's just say I've never needed another way.
Rollo, hitting his stride, was now channeling every detective trope his memory could recall. He slammed the table again.
Now dance! What? I don't even...
Mr. Tolliver's voice became desperate. He was nearly in tears.
You've tied me down. How on earth can I dance? Dance with your mouth, punk! Spill the beans! What are you doing poking around this house? I'm here to help Juniper. To make sure everything's ready. Oh, so you're in cahoots with Gran? Gran?
Mr. Tolliver was in a daze, now more confused than ever.
Gonna help her blow up the festival, eh? Blow up the festival? Good
He
lord!
shook his head, feeling more and more dizzy.
No, you've got it all wrong. Where is she now? She's headed to the source. Source? What's the source? It's where
His voice faded to a whisper.
the town began. Where it all began. What is Operation Sparkplug?
With that, Mr. Tolliver passed out cold. Rollo swung around with a repentant grimace.
Damn, Rollo. I think you went a little too hard on him. What did he say about the source? It's where the town began? We need more information. Yeah, but we better not push Mr. Tolliver any farther. Is there anyone else who might know more? What about the History Museum? It just got set up for the festival. Nah, that tent was put up by the Valentines. Everything they do is just a bunch of fluff to glorify themselves. Scatting, dance with your mouth. He just goes skippy da da. Is there anything more reliable? Who's fine? The library? If there's any information about this source thing, Kato can help us find it. Let's go get some answers. Thank God it just TP'd us there. I'm gonna talk to this dog. I can't. Hi, Kato. I hate his arms! This is the dang nice library. Thanks! We work hard on it! Aren't you a little too adorable to be a librarian? Adorable.
Oh,
Kato hung out here so much, eventually they gave him a set of keys.
I just keep an eye on the place for Miss Novak sometimes.
They got you working for free?
It's quiet and I get access to all the books I can read. What more can a person want?
Fair enough.
What can I do for you all?
We need a favor.
I already told you in Rolo. I can't put you any higher on the wait list for the next Hank Atomic. And if you're here with more candy, I'll have you know I can't be bought. Call it a personal code of conscience.
Actually, we're looking to do some research. I like this little bird. Yeah, but look at his weirdly human arms. You behave badly, maybe you'll be punished by the universe. Oh my gosh.
Now you're speaking my language. What are you looking for?
Please gonna get a nat 20. Arms are like baby arms. They will. They do. That's the thing. We sort of don't know. What do you got on the history of the town?
There's the county record archives.
What's in those?
Births, deaths, newspaper clippings, stuff like that. Pretty boring reading. But they do go all the way back to when the town was founded.
Great, we'll start there.
Chapter 8.
This is another chapter. Ha, page 69. Nice.
6 feet under, 3 towns over. The kids spent the rest of the afternoon combing through dusty piles of old county records, desperately searching for anything that could help them make sense of Mr. Tolliver's cryptic utterance. Luca tried to shake the thought of Gran's basement, but his focus wavered. Explosives, messages hidden in jam, dossiers on various town figures, and a corkboard threaded with photos. Gran was the only family he had left. He still couldn't bring himself to believe the worst. But the old map with the symbol of explosives in town square made that difficult.
How many 10s have you rolled? I feel like it's a lot.
As the sun began to set, the kids were no closer to the truth.
If I have to read any more records, my eyeballs are gonna pop. We have to keep digging. If I dig another word, I'm gonna end up in one of these asinine death records. Rollo Cotter lived a full and wonderful life, till he read so much boring crud that his brain oozed out of his ears.
Rollo shut his book with an assertive nod.
If you've got a better idea, spit it out. You sound like my sister. Keep pushing your luck, pal, and it won't be boring county records that kill ya. I'll put you in the obituaries myself.
Rollo muttered under his breath.
I love Beck. Need the emoji that's like smiling with just the cowboy hat on. You're a county record. Really? That's the best you've got? When I'm done with you, you'll be the footnote in history. Just like
Beck slammed her finger down on the open page before glancing down to read.
J. Hartford here. I'd love to see you try. Hey. We're all a little tired here. Let's just take a minute and...
Something tickled the back of Luca's mind.
Wait, what was that name, Beck? In the obit? J. Hartford. There you go. From the Brookville Tribune 8 years ago? That can't be right. What is it? J. Hartford. That's my grand's name. Juniper Hartford. Maybe there were 2 J. Hartfords? Mrs. Hartford is survived by her young daughter, E. Hartford. My mom's name is Eleanor. Okay, this is getting creepy. No! Shut the fuck up! This woman isn't my grandma? Shut the fuck up right now. I hate this. If your grad is 6 feet under 3 towns over, Then who am I living with? You did, you
The
called it.
question hung in the air.
What the fuck? What?
Alright, gang, I gotta close up for the night.
Beck rubbed her eyes.
How late is it?
Almost 10.
Oh crap, Pa's gonna kill me. I gotta go. Yeah, my parents will be worried sick.
Let's fucking go, Blue! Nat 20!
Let's fucking go! Wait. I can't mute the, I can't mute the fucking music in the game.
Nat 20 for Blue! Congratulations to Blue on the Nat 20! Yeah! Woohoo! And Grant got a Nat 20. Let's hear it for the guy. Let's go, guys!
Like that. Why did this move?
Congratulations, Blue, on your natural 20! If I could promote you any further, I would, but you're already a moderator!
Alright. Anyway. Okay, let's meet up as early as we can at the festival tomorrow. What are you gonna do about the unconscious man in your basement? I'll think of something.
Luca's heart was pounding as he approached the house. If he was lucky, Gran, or whoever it was, hadn't gotten back yet. And of course, there was Mr. Tolliver tied up and unconscious in the basement. Dealing with him would be the first order
Jesus
of
hates
business.
you. Did he tell you that himself?
Luca shook out his arms to calm his nerves before entering.
Nice, Jesus, that is.
He held perfectly still, tempering his breath, and listened closely. She was asleep. His only hope was that she hadn't found Mr. Tolliver before dozing off.
Oh no. Gotta make a deal with the dice devil.
Mr. Tolliver was nowhere to be seen.
Getting closer. Can you imagine? Maybe he woke up, escaped from his bindings, and left without a trace.
Or maybe Gran knew everything.
What do I do?
Luca's hungry stomach groaned. Not realizing it, he'd gone the entire day without eating.
That's ADHD for you. Okay, I can figure this out. Just need a little brain food.
Luca rushed over to the pile of jam jars, unscrewed one, and shoveled a handful into his mouth.
I'm afraid your jam delivery will be
He
delayed.
flipped the lid to read the label.
Mr. Nuncreed. Okay, now I can think. So, if Gran knows we tied up Mr. Tolliver, I'm screwed. If she doesn't know, then I need to play it cool. I guess the only option is to go to bed and act as if nothing is wrong. Gran will think Mr. Tolliver finished what he was sent to do and left when he was done. I'm gonna come out here and she's gonna be like standing there, right? Gran? Okay, stick to the plan. Go to bed and play it cool.
As Luca climbed the final stair, the emotion of the day dragged heavily on him. With each consecutive step, his legs weakened.
Link? Damn.
His stride began to falter.
Oh.
He tried to grab for the railing to steady himself. Something was wrong.
Flu, your brain is so big.
Luca groaned and tried to move. His limbs might as well have been bolted to the ground. Through numb lips, he mumbled just before falling asleep.
The drum? Plu's a psychic. I think you have magical abilities, Plu. I don't think it's Beck. Sweet boy. What did you get yourself into? Rest now and let me handle everything. She dragging my limp body. Like, why wouldn't I, like, she's dragging my body across the floor. That's what that sound was.
Chapter 9. A speech to end all speeches. Luca awoke to find himself face down in bed. He moaned into his pillow. Why would Gran drug him? Or rather, why was she trying to drug Mr. Nuncreed?
Because fuck Mr. Nuncreed, dude.
Shaking the
I
questions
kind of
from
trust
his
Gran,
rosy head,
although
Luca
I'm
snapped
very
back to
scared
the
of
matter at
why
hand.
she's not actually my grandma. I am Beck, that's true. The festival! Just a little water? Has that been there the whole time, or did Gran leave out water for me? Okay. I was wondering if there would be an interaction with the jam. I'll leave. My friends! Where have you been? Yeah. It is incredibly uncomfortable because I don't know who she is right now. Gran put something in the jam. Yeah, we know. Secret messages for secret conspirators. Not this one. The one intended for Mr. Nuncreed. Put me to sleep. Whoa, ho, ho. Sly devil. Sly. I think she's trying to remove him from the equation. He might be in danger. Have you found anything? We looked around but haven't seen anything odd. Slay. Grant is nowhere to be found. But Mr. Nuncreed is just loafing around waiting for the speech. What speech? Mayor Gus just got up to the podium. Everyone is gathering at the stage. Let's get moving. Y'all, we're gonna fucking
Augustus
die.
Valentine nervously wiped his brow.
Is this thing Hello, Beacon Pines. I'm Augustus Valentine, your mayor, and I suppose you already know that. Oh yes, before we get started, I just wanted to take a moment to recognize someone who couldn't be here today. This town wouldn't be where it is today without my father, Sharper Valentine. So I thought we could begin with a round of applause befitting such a great man.
Even that's more than the old codger deserved.
Gus cleared his throat and awkwardly loosened his tie.
Right, where was I?
William Kerr bounded on the
He
stage
is
with
sad.
the energy of a preacher at a big tent revival.
Gus Valentine, everyone!
He gave Gus a hearty slap on the back and motioned him off the stage.
Let's hear it for our mayor! What a great turnout! Oh, heck, I didn't prepare anything! Who is this hyena? Cherry the hyena? Is Cherry the hyena? I don't even know what to say. Ah, heck, I didn't prepare anything. Not this freak? The dog? The mayor? Who is currently on... Not this freak who is currently on screen. The dog. The mayor. Okay. But I suppose I could say a few words. Would be ashamed to waste such a beautiful podium.
Mr. Kerr pulled a thick stack of note cards out from his vest.
Oh, he didn't prepare anything. Community! Conviction! Commitment! Communism! I'm sorry, what? These are the things we celebrate at Perennial Harvest. For us, these are the pillars of the bridge to a better tomorrow. But I think it's time to add a new pillar. Change. Change is a powerful thing. It's inexorable, unavoidable, and undeniable. And I am dadgum thankful for it. Change is the reason we're all here together today. It's hard for me to believe that it was only 4 years ago when fate brought me here. A simple business trip which brought me to a small town which would change my life forever.
Mr. Kerr took a moment to survey the crowd.
You know what?
He wiped away a single tear.
From the second I set foot in Beacon Pines, something about this place has held me captive. You see, change represents opportunity. It represents potential. It was change that helped me recognize the potential of this place. To see that the people of this town, despite suffering great loss, still held on to the things that made them special.
He thumped the podium to emphasize each word.
Community, conviction, commitment, change.
Mr. Kerr nodded confidently, biting his lip. The crowd was silent, in rapt attention.
Fate made a perfect match that day. Nothing is more important to you all than community. And Perennial Harvest is a community first and foremost.
Mr. Kerr methodically made eye contact with each section of the crowd.
The only way you made it through the foul harvest was unshakable conviction. A conviction that a better tomorrow was just over the horizon. Perennial Harvest was founded on the conviction that we are the horizon. This festival is a symbol of our commitment to each other.
His voice began to build to a crescendo.
We now walk hand in hand into a future we will shape together. And that is what change is all about. Grabbing the future by the scruff of the neck and making things happen. Change is a choice. I am tickled pink that we will all be making that choice together. How great is that? Just imagine what we can accomplish. What was that?
The crowd began to look around nervously.
Don't worry, a little thunder isn't going to ruin this day. Everyone remain calm.
Mr. Kerr quickly flicked through his note cards.
Where was I? Through all of my travels, I have learned one true thing. Oh, one always reaps what they sow. We have all planted a lot of good in this town, and so it is with a happy heart that I can
He
proclaim
raised his hands up to the heavens.
our harvest awaits!
At that moment, a merciless wall of impossibly cold air ripped through the crowd, instantly freezing everyone and everything it touched. For a man like William Kerr, this was a fitting way for things to end on a stage, with an entire town frozen in rapt attention for the rest of time. The end. There's that ice again! Whenever I think we're getting close, it comes along and ruins everything! Maybe we should just quit? Maybe you should just close the book, walk away, and never think of me again. No, I don't mean that. We got a little closer this time. We just need to try again. Please.
Oh my gosh. This is the one where we're hanging out with Iggy. Alright, let's try an alternative to our hostile interrogation. We'll do Sly. I mean, like, you're getting a lot of the context, which is something fucked up is happening in this town.
They'd run the classic good cop, sly cop interrogation.
Guys, I don't know if you've picked up on it, but there's literally something weird happening in this town.
Luca and Rollo ducked behind a barrel, leaving Beck to her task. With a few crisp snaps,
Beck gets
she
to do
roused
the
Mr. Tolliver.
interrogation. What? What's going on here? You're that Boardwell girl. Please, call me back. Sorry about all this.
Mr. Tolliver looked down and shifted a bit, testing his restraints.
It seems there's been a mix-up. You see, I'm down here for the same reason you are. Juniper sent you here?
Beck caught herself before letting the surprise manifest on her face. She'd already gotten him to reveal his relation to Gran. This was gonna be easy.
You know how Juniper is with her precautions. Operation Sparkplug has us all on edge. I guess she thought you needed some backup. But she sent a child? What better way to avoid prying eyes? Who would suspect a kid? I suppose that makes sense.
Mr. Tolliver wriggled a bit in his restraints.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Beck quickly removed the ropes.
That had to be uncomfortable. A little, yeah. But you understand. We never know who to trust in this town.
Mr. Tolliver rubbed the growing knot on his forehead.
Very true. So it turns out we're both here
Beck
to...
twirled her hand, as if to prompt Mr. Tolliver to finish her thought.
destroy the evidence.
Beck shook her head and clicked her tongue.
Yep, the old gal is nothing if not thorough.
Mr. Tolliver let out an amused huff in agreement.
She sure is. Can't blame her, though. If anyone were to find out that we were going to destroy the source, well, we both know how bad that might be. No one will know anything once I finish cleaning things up down here.
Beck was on a roll now, playing Mr. Tolliver like a fiddle.
You're sure you can finish this up on your own? Juniper trusted me for a reason. You can leave the rest to me. Good. There's one more loose end I'll go work on. Loose end? Oh, it's nothing really. The other day I had the radio on scan while restocking the candy shelf. And wouldn't you know it, I intercepted an odd phrase in a perennial harvest transmission. Underground secrets. That's ominous. I think it might be a password, but Juniper dismissed it. Said it wasn't mission critical. What's the password for? We don't know. So we have a password and nowhere to put it. It's gotta mean something, right? Good thinking. You should probably go work that out. I've got this under control. That's a relief. Between you and me, this basement gives me the willies.
Heading for the stairs, Mr. Tolliver hesitated and turned to Beck with a puzzled look. She grinned and gave him a peppy wave. With a shrug, he continued up the stairs, whistling a jaunty tune.
You guys catch that? Sure did. This whole time, Mr. Tolliver's had a candy shelf. But all he ever sells us is apples!
Beck blinked slowly in disappointment.
The password, Rollo. Well, sure, but once things are back to normal, I'll be having a word with Mr. Tolliver about that candy shelf. Fine. In the meantime, I've got an idea.
She turned to the table and began tearing small scraps of paper.
Excuse me. He said he heard a password on the radio. Any good spy transmission is never what it seems.
Beck marked each scrap of paper and leaned back.
We just need to find the hidden meaning. Okay. What's another word for underground? Buried? Covered? Could it be a cover-up? Maybe it's one of those each letter is a number thingies. So U would be 21, N would be 14, D would be... Ooh, it's an anagram. Nuncreed's drugstore.
Luca and Beck looked at Rollo with amazement.
Rollo, that was incredible. Well, it's either that or Kren's new drugstore. Yeah, I think you were right the first time. How did you do that? What can I say? I love ciphers. Well, I guess we know where to go next. Bro, I don't fucking... Yeah, he kind of giga brain. He kind of like fucking galaxy brain the shit out of that. I don't want to go to Nuncreed's drugstore. I don't trust that man as far as I can throw him. Oh, hello. You scared me. Oh my god. You scared me half to death. Sorry. You kids haven't seen Mr. Tolliver around, have ya? No? He's got me waiting around like the last slice of pie. I swear that man would be late to his own funeral. Oh, I didn't mean to dance around you like that. Sorry, lady. Wait. Can we all lean like a cool guy? Yeah. I'm so sorry, Blue. You're late, Augustus. Sorry, sister. Was caught up with work. Work? You? I had a few more details to lock down for the festival. Oh? What do you have to report? What is this insipid town festival really about? I think...
Gus looked around nervously.
Wait, what? Why did those turn on? Hold on. Let me deactivate those. Also, it didn't play, so very cool, thank you. Wait, they're not activated. know. I didn't hear it. Also, they're literally not turned on, so I don't know how, like, why that's showing. I don't know if it's just because the game is really loud in my ears and I have the sound alerts like at a weird volume, but no way. I'll have to go back and see if you could clip it. What's the website again? I forgot. Well, it's just the sound alerts website, but it's supposed to be an extension, and it's literally not active right now. Oh no, let me see. Give me 1 second. I'm literally not even connected with Twitch right now, so I have no idea why those suddenly decided to show for you guys. I'm just gonna uninstall them. That's so weird. I was trying to get them to turn on so that we could play scary games, but they wouldn't connect to Twitch. It was so loud. Yeah, I didn't hear it. So I'll just turn them off. Are they gone now? Yeah. Yeah, it's an extension through Twitch. Like, it's Twitch extensions like the Dead by Daylight tooltips and stuff like that, like the stuff that automatically goes through Twitch. It's a sound alert extension, and then it just connects to a sound alert website where you set the sounds that you want available. But it wasn't active, so I don't know why it suddenly showed up in the redemptions. And also, it didn't play for me. I don't know. Anyway, sorry you wasted 1,000 points. I can refund them for you if you want. Having it active is only required to add new ones? It shouldn't be. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. No, having it active is what is required to display it on your profile as a plugin. As like an extension. So, I don't know. Because I have a ton of things that are inactive that you guys can't access. Yeah, I'll figure it out later. I'll go back and watch as well the knocking, because I literally nothing played for me. That's why I didn't react. Gus looked around nervously. I think Mr. Kerr really does want to do something good for the town. Yeah, if you want to hop in a call with me, if you're free, Matt, we can. He's actually a pretty nice guy. You should spend some time with him. I didn't pull strings installing you as mayor so that you can make friends. Your job is to help me figure out what Kerr and Perennial Harvest's true intentions are with this town. We have a responsibility. This is our father's town. Was. Excuse me? This was our father's town. He's gone, Eris, and he isn't coming back. Is her name just Eris? Because that's kind of insane. Father left us with nothing but problems. Mr. Kerr came here and offered to help us. I feel like I should have had him have a British accent the whole time, because I gave his entire family British accents. We accepted that help. We didn't agree to them turning Father's warehouse into a toxic dumping ground. That is just a temporary arrangement. The glow can be seen from our damned backyard. They're dumping their nasty little secrets on us. When this all inevitably goes wrong, who do you think will be blamed?
Eris's cry hung in the air.
We have a new choice to make now, sister. This town is going to change whether we like it or not. Are we going to choose to be a part of that future, or to be forgotten in the past? It's a shame. Father named you Augustus, but you will always just be a Gus. Good night, Eris. I'll see you at breakfast tomorrow. It's getting late, children. Maybe I shouldn't change his, knowledge, he spat with a sneer. There exists a gulf between knowing something and being able to do a damn thing about it. Huh. I do hate it when the villain makes a good point. I feel weird about changing his accent halfway through this playthrough. The little guy! Thank you so much, Grant! Have a good time mowing. It's the little guy! Hello, little guy!
Solomon stood proudly at the entrance to the drugstore, holding a brown bag overflowing with black licorice.
Hey, Solomon. We're looking for Mr. Nuncreed. Is he still in there? I'm afraid not. And where'd you get the candy from? You might say we have an arrangement.
Solomon shoveled a surprising amount of licorice into his mouth.
Black licorice? Blech. Sometimes it's the small pleasures in life. Though we might not always have family to rely on. Licorice has never let me down. Well, I can't say licorice would be my first choice. But whatever floats your boat. You can tell a lot about a person by their choice of confection. Oh, yeah, I guess. I like sour gobs. I'm certain you do. I always wondered why Mr. Nuncreed kept licorice in stock. You must eat a lot of it to make it worthwhile. There are many ways to earn loyalty. For some, it's as easy as cold hard cash. He just pays him off. A lot of stuff for licorice. Well, he's right, it's locked. There's gotta be more clues. Okay, let's see. It's gonna be the telephone booth, right? Yeah, I knew it. Have you ever seen anyone actually use this thing? Besides Mr. Nuncreed? No.
Beck cupped her hands on the glass to peek inside.
That is not a normal telephone booth. It's got like a blinky keypad. Why would there be a blinky keypad? Kren's new drugstore! I mean, underground secrets! The password!
Beck flung open the door and they all squeezed in.
Alright, let's see here.
Luca cracked his knuckles and entered the letters into the keypad.
Underground secrets. Sounds like that did something. Great, now what? I guess we...
The inside of the phone booth dropped loose from its shell. Without even the space to panic, they closed their eyes, held their breath, and accepted their fate. Suddenly, the chaotic descent slowed to an effortless landing. It was unclear where they ended up, but at least it was solid ground. The air was stagnant and smelled vaguely of chlorine.
I knew it! You knew that there was a secret hub full of strange tubes under the phone booth? Of course I did. Didn't I say that? No. I definitely thought it. Luca, do you remember when I said how cool it would be if the dimensional conduits from Hank Atomic issue number 12 were real? Rolo, at one point or another, you've said that about every technology ever discussed in Hank Atomic. That's why I'm such a good predictor. It looks like each of these has something written on them. There's the cracked thing. Okay. I didn't inspect you. Okay, I'm gonna inspect this first. This suit has a broken mask. So, have we found our mystery warehouse creeper? We've at least found their hazmat suit. If it walks like a Nuncreed and talks like a Nuncreed, let's not jump to conclusions. Just saying. Valentine Fertilizer Warehouse. Isn't that where you almost got snatched? Yeah. Why would Perennial Harvest have a tube going to the old Valentine place? This is starting to feel like something big. Perennial Harvest main office. That's where my mom works. What does she do? Science stuff. Is she involved in all of this? We just moved here. How could she be involved? True. Mining Operations Alpha. You guys have mines here? Not that I know of. This town is all farms and fertilizer. And a series of tubes. Pa always says you can only trust a miner up to the point when they hit gold. Not sure how that wisdom applies to this exact situation. That's the thing about Pa. You don't always realize what he means until it's too late. That's a lot of buttons. Stand aside, Earthlings. I've read enough Hank Atomic to know my way around sci-fi tech.
Rollo's hands hovered over the field of blinking buttons.
Eety beady bitey. Rolo, what did you do? Nothing! I didn't even mow it yet! What was that? Hide! Where? There's nothing but weird tubes out here! Just get back! Shit. Awesome! You all need to come with me now. We aren't going anywhere with you! Not until we get some answers. Mr. Underground Secrets. I told them it was an absurd password. But they love anything that makes them feel clever. They who? That's no matter. If I can keep you hidden until after the festival, I might be able to save your skins. We don't care about our skins. Oh, hold on now, I like my skin. This all stops now, Nuncreed.
Joseph waited for a moment in silence.
You sound just like him. Who? Walt. You don't get to talk about my dad. You know, your father and I were friends back before...
He gestured toward the strange tubes.
All of this. That's a lie. It's true. I used to bounce you on my knee. What happened? Same thing that always happens. Reality, complications, life. We were a team, Walt and I. An idealistic doctor and a bright-eyed pharmacist. Both hell-bent on helping folks. So, you were his sidekick? No. We were partners. He helped the patients and I helped him. Yep, total sidekick.
Nuncreed let out a growl of a sigh.
Luca, I need you to know this. I need someone to know this. One day, Shopper Valentine comes to us. Says he's got an opportunity. He's found something he didn't quite understand. And he was willing to pay us both handsomely to help him understand it. And my dad said no. Your father and I both believed in helping people. But the thing I could never get him to understand was It's a lot easier to help others if you help yourself now and then. Classic sidekick into villain plotline. Walt loved being righteous almost more than he loved his family. He was wrong about one thing, though. When he begged me not to take Valentine's offer, he said, "Joseph, if a person says yes one time to shop a Valentine, he'll make sure they keep on saying yes to him until the day he's dead and gone."
He shook his head wistfully.
Shopper's long gone, but he's still got me saying yes. Is there a point to this sob story? This man is like saying this shit to like literal like 12-year-olds. Not really, no. Just an old man trying to delay what needs doing.
Nuncreed took a menacing step towards the children.
I tried to keep you safe. I tried to keep you and Juniper out of this. But you forced my hand.
Luca began to laugh.
What? You really don't know? My gran isn't out of this. She's been scheming right under your nose. Juniper? Seems like she's planning on crashing the town's party. She's gonna disrupt the festival? Why would she?
The color drained from Nuncreed's face.
How does she know? Apparently she knows a lot of things. What? Let's just say this isn't the only underground lair we've busted into today. And honestly, hers is way cooler. She's got maps and explosives and bad intentions, big man.
Nuncreed grabbed Luca by the shoulders. His eyes were frantic.
You need to tell me what she's going to do right now. She doesn't understand what it is she's messing with. Tell me now! She's in danger, boy! I don't know. She had a map with a mark on the fountain in town square? The fountain? But why would...
A jolt of realization struck Mr. Nuncreed.
She knows about the source? What the heck is the source? If she tries to destroy the source, it could catalyze and... Dear God, she's gonna freeze us all! You all need to run! Run where? Run where? Away. As far away from this town as you can get. Head west and don't look back. That did not go how I expected. So... we're totally following him, right? Totally. See you on the other side! Zoop. You good? Yep. Beck, like, just got here and is like, I'm fine with it. I love this sound. She's literally like, this is the dopest
Chapter
shit that's
8.
ever happened to me. I don't care if it kills
The
me.
cold, hard truth. Beck leapt up, allowing the suction to yank her into the dark. Dimness eclipsed around her like the shutter of a camera as she seemed to cover great distance in mere moments.
Literally.
Her only points of reference were glints of upcoming turns, which approached with frightening speed, only to carry her gracefully along. She heard the tinny, distant echoes of Rollo's glee. Once she stopped fighting against it, the ride was impossibly smooth. Then, all of a sudden, as if minutes had passed in an instant, light blazed into view.
Why is my house gone?
A burst of wintry air snuffed across her face, and she was flung out into the cold.
This is what we call a nuclear winter. That was... intense? Yeah. I think I might have parted with some fluids in there. Any idea where we are? Somewhere cold. Doesn't look like it god on any of us. It didn't feel like we traveled that far. That far? So, where did it all go? This place sucks. Why would anyone even want to blow something up out here? Only one way to find out, I suppose. He doesn't recognize where his own house used to be? We gotta catch up to Nuncreed. I think he went this way. If I... like... hold on a second. If I go this way, will it let me? This is my dad's grave! This is literally this is literally a nuclear winter. Looks like we aren't getting back that way. Wow, what could this be? This looks familiar, yeah. Maybe we can clear off the snow. No time, Nuncreed's getting away. Okay, this is starting to feel really familiar. I may not be the most well-versed on all things Beacon Pines, but this does look like some sort of frozen replica of town. Oh, I got it. It's so obvious now. Mr. Nuncreed is an alien. Rollo. Stick with me here. His species can only live in sub-zero temperatures. Oh boy, here we go. The source is their base camp dimension, so naturally they keep it cold. We found it by traveling through those metallic wormholes back there. The final objective? Kill us all and shapeshift into a Beacon Pines citizen of their choosing. You never really had me, but you very much lost me there. You get used to it. We should keep moving. Wait, how did, like... It looks like time has passed is the weird thing.
As they rounded the corner to the frozen town square, they spotted Mr. Nuncreed inching cautiously toward a pit at its center. He held his arms out gingerly, as if approaching a beast in the wild. Upon closing the distance, Luca recognized what Nuncreed was after. Gran stood confidently at the edge, one arm outstretched over the abyss.
I gotta pull my pillow forward. Okay, there we go.
Nearby, a wheelbarrow had been emptied out. She held a lit torch, which flickered in the bitter wind.
Juniper, I don't know what you think you're doing, but I assure you this is not going to solve anything. If you drop that, you've doomed this whole town. Oh, it wasn't me who doomed this town. I've been watching you, Joseph. I know what you've done. You and your co-conspirators. Gran? What's happening? Oh, Luca, you and your friends need to leave right this moment.
Mr. Nuncreed turned back toward the kids, desperation in his eyes.
Listen to your grandma, Luca. This is between me and Juniper.
Rollo and Beck held steadfast in awe. Luca approached closer. Mr. Nuncreed spun back toward Gran, his voice growing louder.
You've got it all wrong, Juniper. Just hand over that torch. You don't understand what you're doing. How could I possibly trust you to do the right thing? Walt told me everything. He trusted you, and you betrayed that trust. Luca, did you know that this man's entire life is a lie? If it weren't for him, your father might still be alive.
Mr. Nuncreed winced with anguish. His voice hardened.
That's not true.
They both now yelled, not to each other, but at fate itself, making their peace with long-held burdens. The wind howled with encouragement.
what was like a brother to me. We just had different ideas about how to affect change. Very convenient that your way just happened to line your pockets. No, that's not fair.
They menaced at each other, both catching their breath. The moment balanced on a knife's edge. Amid a blur of emotions and memories, Luca's mind flooded with questions. The wind calmed, as if to give him the stage.
Oh, I only have one option right now.
And in the stillness, he began to weep. It was all just too much. Falling to his knees, Luca whimpered softly. The tears crystallized as they hit the snow. Gran stared at Luca for a moment with warm sympathy, remembering why this was all necessary.
This will all make sense soon, Luca. Then everything can go back to normal. I promise.
She stiffened up and brandished the torch at Mr. Nuncreed.
You can't hide behind those people any longer, Joseph. Once their precious source is destroyed, we'll see where their loyalties fall. Juniper, don't!
Ignoring his final plea, Gran flung the torch into the deep darkness. She smiled and exhaled in relief. Mr. Nuncreed moaned in resignation. The torch echoed as it ricocheted down the hole, punctuated with a thunderous thud.
You see, Joseph, I've learned one very important lesson in life. If you want things to change, then you must be willing to—
Before Gran could finish, the ground shook her to silence. Gran only had time to spin around and run to Luca. Her attempt to shield him, an honorable but trifling act. Unflinching love, pitted against an unthinking horror. There was no contest. Her warm embrace froze in an instant. That is where they remain, fixed in place, forever. And so, our story ends on this melancholy scene. In a town brought low by its secrets, sits the frozen statues of a misguided band of meddlers. The end.
Okay, so at least we've learned that destroying the source is what leads to the ice. Like, so we have to prevent Gran from destroying the source, but I think she is motivated with good intentions. It's just that her intentions are misled by false information somehow.
Was dire. On the bright side, we finally figured out where all the ice is coming from. Now,
Exactly.
we just need to find a way to deal with a mystic, unfathomable force of nature.
So we can change this to chill. We do also still have this alternate path over here where I can choose flight instead of fight. I feel like changing this to chill won't... It'll be an interesting change. I'm kind of like curious to see what it will change, if it does anything for the better. It'll definitely still end in ice, but I'm thinking if we change this right now, that's a good way, like that final path line. Well, it's almost 4 p.m., huh? Maybe I should leave off there? How long have we been going? Let me see. Oh, we've been going for almost 2.5 hours. I think we might leave off there. And then we'll come back to this again. I really, really like this game. I think it's so much fun. I love how many like different timelines there are, and like how you accrue information throughout the different timelines. I think it's really, really neat. Yeah, that was a good place to leave it off. That was great. I really, really liked that. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. Let me throw on this song. I love this game so much. Cherry, if you enjoyed it at all, honestly, I recommend if you have the time to go back and listen to the other 2 VODs so that you can kind of hear how the story built into this. Because it's really well done. Like, it's really, really well done. I love this game as well. And like, it's a much longer game than I thought it was gonna be. I'm really impressed by how long it is, considering it's like an indie company that made it. So as far as I'm aware, I'm pretty sure it's an indie company considering they're using Kickstarter for their plushie launch. But yeah, it's incredible. I'm so glad that I bought this and decided to play it, especially on stream. My voice hurts so much from doing all the different voices. That is the only downside to it. Otherwise, incredible game. I very much enjoy it. Thank you guys for joining me and listening to me play it. I really, really had a good time, and I hope you did as well. Let's see. Let's see if I can find... Okay, we're going to raid someone we've raided before who is playing what seems to be like a spooky game. Because it's really hard to find anyone who's not playing Tears of the Kingdom right now, so... thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys have a great rest of your Tuesday. I will see you again on Thursday, hopefully. Fingers crossed. I'll let you know if that changes. But for now, have a great rest of your Tuesday. I love you so much. Make sure you're spreading love, spreading positivity, and spreading puppy girl supremacy. You can copy the raid message that Mama Lem has triggered in the chat. I love you guys so much. Mwah! I will see you later. Bye 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 bye. Take care.
No sound. I'll find that